Hi everybody, my name is Dr. Jason Bachowicz and I'm a naturopathic doctor here in Winnipeg at Nature Doctors. And today we're going to be talking about probiotics, very specifically a couple facts and some myths about probiotics and how to choose the right ones for yourself. Now, one of the first things that my patients often ask about is, do they need to be kept in the fridge? And this is a bit of a holdover from the 70s and 80s when strain viability was not as strong, where the research wasn't as good on the strains that are in the stores. What that means is essentially at the end of the day, inside your body is 38 degrees Celsius. When it's on the shelf, it's 21 degrees Celsius. And so in fact, at room temperature, the probiotics are in a fridge. So many of the professional or good quality probiotics do not need to be kept in the fridge. And when you go to the health food store, if the probiotics are kept in the fridge, and it does say that they need to be kept in a fridge, chances are they are not human strain probiotics, or they are strains that maybe are not beneficial to the human digestive tract. Now that's a generalization, but a general good rule of thumb to follow. Now the other thing to consider about probiotics is using the right one. Now a lot of us will say, well, isn't it enough to eat kefir? Isn't it enough just to have yogurt every day? And you know what, there is some benefits in those. But much like using a specific type of medication for a specific disease, probiotics are the same. And so to illustrate this, for example, I'm going to show a couple probiotics to use. This one right here is called Ultraflora Cold Support. And this has a Health Canada claim specifically for shortening the duration and frequency of the common cold. Now this is a great one for kids to do and to take, same with adults, going into cold and flu season, and to make sure that they're healthy throughout. So those specific probiotics help with that. Pretty fascinating. The other one that I just wanted to show today as an example, strain specific, Ultraflora Women's. Now Ultraflora Women's are strains that have been shown to modulate or increase the amount of healthy flora, healthy bacteria in the vaginal cavity itself. So taking oral probiotics in the mouth can actually change your internal probiotics down below. So the other thing I wanted to talk to you about, and that also goes towards preventing yeast infections and possibly contributing towards correcting things like abnormal cells and PAP results. Now we have something called Ultraflora Balance here. Now all of these products are by a company called Metagenics, which is a professional line, but I do like their probiotic strains. Ultraflora Balance is a kind of as the name sounds, is a balanced approach. It's a good everyday general tonic containing 2 of the most researched strains on the planet. These are good for digestive discomfort. They're good for digestive health in general, and some immune boosting properties as well. Now, then there comes along things like this, Flora Restore Intensive. Now this is a private label product that we use. This is 100 billion per cap. Dosing is very, very important. So we look at in the digestive tract, there's trillions upon bazillions of bacteria. But in probiotics, we're putting in millions, hundreds of millions, if not billions, so a very small amount. Often for a lot of digestive concerns, we need to get into the 30 to 60 billion, sometimes 90, sometimes 120. Sometimes 500 billion amount, and so this is something to keep in your mind when you're going to buy probiotics. It's probably best, obviously, to seek out the professional help of a naturopathic doctor or someone trained in this field to help guide you, and not best just to ask a health food store employee which probiotics you should take. Buyer beware. Higher price does not necessarily mean a better quality product. Some of the soil-based organisms, or ones that are not shelf stable or viable at room temperature, are some of the most expensive ones and don't have a lot of research on them. So next time you go to buy a probiotic, keep this in mind, and I hope this helped.